second. Pause it for a second. There he is. There he is. Brandon is hooked up right there. Tsunami Talkin Popper. Nice fish, beat on. Alright guys, so today Brandon and I are here at the Jersey Shore. It's been a long time since I've been here. I'm so pumped to be here. And Brandon and I have been searching up and down the beach for fish. Finally, we got the first fish of the day. Beat on hooked what looks to be like a 28 to maybe 34-inch bass on a Tsunami Talkin Popper. Want me to get him? That's good. I'll get him for it. No, you didn't snag him on purpose. He just came up and turned on it. Hold him up for a picture. Right to the camera. Release him. We're going for a big girl. There she goes. There you go, beat on. Hopefully we catch some more. Fish on, here we go. Guys, it's a lunker. It's a lunker. All right guys, so the second fish of the day, my first fish of the day. Caught him on a little yum money minnow. Look at the size of this little guy. Absolutely tiny. But hey, it's better than catching nothing. Let's see if I can get another one. Even though that was a small striper, I was pretty stoked to catch that. Seems like the bite died a lot since Beat On caught his striper. And we were actually going to leave this spot and head north. And then we saw, peanut bunker being disturbed by some fish, so we decided to give it a shot, and, luckily we caught one. And hopefully, as the sun gets a little bit lower, the fish will come in a little bit more with the tide, and we'll catch a few more fish. And hopefully a little bit larger fish. I'm just kind of swimming this little yum money minnow right along the bottom on a 1/4 ounce Kalin's bullet head jig head. And that's basically how I'm trying to catch some small stripers, or stripers if they're around. Got a pretty big school of peanut bunker right here in front of me. Massive school of peanut bunker. Doesn't seem like there's any fish on it though. It's been a real slow day down here at the Jersey Shore. Alright, found a fish. Whoa! Another lunker. Look at the size of that one, guys. Again on that little yum money minnow. I'm really finding the big ones today. Well, the sun just set, and the big full moon is coming up. Haven't seen much activity since I caught my second fish of the day. I'm gonna go over quickly my top favorite 3 baits that I wouldn't leave home without if I came down to the Jersey Shore. And my first bait would have to be a 5 to 6 inch swim bait. This is a Berkeley flatback shad, and this bait is actually discontinued, so if I was to choose any other bait to fill in the spot, I would go with a 5 or 6 inch yum money minnow. The second bait, which completely outperforms most other baits there on the market, would be a 1 ounce to 1.5 ounce white bucktail rigged with either, you know, a plastic, soft plastic eel, or, you know, a grub, or a sea rind, pork rind, otter bait, something like that. You have to have a strip bait on it. I've always fished it with a strip bait, and I have caught fish with no strip bait, but I just feel like that the jig performs better with a little strip bait that gives it a little bit of a tail action on it. And then my third bait that I would never leave home without would have to be a pencil popper type bait. This is a Tsunami 5-inch Talkin Popper, and this is actually very similar to the same bait that Beat On is using and how he caught his first fish of the day, and actually the biggest fish of the day. You know, my two fish were like 10, 15 inches. His first one was probably like 27, 28, maybe even over 30 inches, but we didn't measure, we just threw it back. But never leave home without a pencil popper type bait, a swim bait, or a bucktail, or at least that's what I'll never leave home with. And right now there's not too much going on. Beat On and I are probably just going to keep working our way back towards the car along the beach and see if we find any fish, and hopefully we get lucky. I'm probably going to cut the video any second now. I'm probably going to fish 10 or 15 minutes after dark and you know, see what happens. There's a lot of bait around, and there has to be some fish nearby that maybe they'll come in after dark. And if you guys want to see if I catch anything after dark, just make sure you follow me on Instagram at Fishaholic Fishing. And usually I don't, you know, make too many night fishing videos because the quality really doesn't turn out that well. But usually if I catch anything nice at night, you know, I'll usually get a good picture and I'll post it up on Instagram. But if you guys have got any questions, you know the deal, post it in the comment section below, or look in the description below for tackle and equipment information. And never forget, guys, live to fish, fish to live, and I'll see you guys out on the water.